In a week where gender inequality at music festivals has dominated the conversation, we feature some great non-male artists. Welcome back to Thank Punk, it's Friday! Hey everyone, Jamie here from Starter Riot. So this week, Wireless Festival only booked 3 women across 3 days of festival, a fact that was pointed out by Lily Allen on Twitter. And Download Festival in the rock world also featured a shocking lack of non-male artists. In light of this, I've decided to put all women, non-binary and trans artists this week at the top of the bill to show that there are many, many great acts out there that don't just feature all male members, and if you're not finding them, you're not looking hard enough. This week, the shining lights of British rock Marmozets are back with their second album, Knowing What You Know Now, 4 years after their debut smash album, The Weird and Wonderful Marmozets. It may have been a long time between albums, but Marmozets have picked up right where they left off, with more of a development of sound than a vast departure from the first album. They'll be touring the UK in February in support of this album, with Queensy and the Sass Tones in support. Another return this week, Hop Along have released a new song, How Simple. It's from their highly anticipated third album, Bark Your Head Off Dog. That's due out on Saddle Creek Records on the 6th of April. Follows on from their last album, Painted Shut, and the album before that, Get Disowned, which features one of the best songs of all time in Tibetan pop stars. The mix of Francis Quinlan's very distinctive raspy voice and the really cool, intricate, weird melodies that go under it in the music is absolutely fantastic. Great to see Hop Along back. They've announced a tour in the US as well. I really hope they come back to the UK soon. Camp Cope released another new song, How to Socialize and Make Friends. It's the second single and title track off their upcoming second album, due out 2nd of March on Run for Cover. This follows the first single, The Opener, which railed against sexism in the music industry. Following on from that, the band took action on stage at Falls Festival in their native Australia, where they spoke out about the lack of women on stage at that festival and the bad slots that the female artists that were playing were given. Some amazing lyrics in that song, like it's another man telling us we can't fill the room, it's another man telling us to book a smaller venue, and yeah, just get a female opener, that'll fill the quota. As someone in a band with a female singer, the struggle is real. Anyway, this track's more introspective, features jangly guitars and a bass tone that really reminds me of that Cayetana album that came out last year. Really great track, check it out, check the album that comes out on the 2nd of March as well. Nervus released another track, It Follows. It's from their second album, Everything Dies, due out 9th of March on Big Scary Monsters. Now, I've had the privilege of hearing this album and it is incredible. Incredible. The video features keyboardist Paul, which, if anyone has seen Nervus live, will know is famed for his fantastic dance moves. Well, Nervus are asking people to recreate this video with the same passion and intensity that Paul shows in the video. I'll put a little link in the description so you can recreate it as well. Great Grandpa released a video for Teen Challenge. It's from their debut album Plastic Cough, which came out last year on Double Whammy. The singer's voice kind of reminds me of Karen O from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs in the best way possible. The music is a little bit more 90s indie rock. Reminds me a lot of Weezer, bit of a lazy comparison sometimes, but in this case, very appropriate. And Night Swimmer released a video for Tusk. That's from their second EP, Blossom, which came out last year on Further Sky Records. This is shoegazy emo for fans of bands like Cloakroom or New Moon. Check it out. On to the boys. Tiny Moving Parts released their new album Swell this week on Big Scary Monsters and Triple Crown Records in North America. There's been some great singles from this album already. Really looking forward to diving into it. They've announced a US and a UK tour later this year. Looking forward to seeing these guys live. Guillotine released a new song, Weakness. It follows on from their debut EP Sapphire, which came out last year on Failure by Design Records. I really love that EP. Very like emo and post-rock inspired. This song is much more direct, much more punk and post-hardcore influenced. Both styles suit them very well. It really does add an extra dimension to the band. I'm really excited about what they're gonna do going forward. We put a live video of them performing recently of their song Sapphire up on the channel. Go check it out. Absolutely great band. Waterpark's second album, Entertainment, is out today. They released a video for Not Warriors this week. Now, I've always been a little bit conflicted about this band. Some of their stuff I've kind of enjoyed, some of their stuff I've really not. But someone pointed out on an episode of Thank Punk It's Friday that they just perform really good pop rock, And I know that their brand isn't exactly geared to men in their late 20s, so I totally get that. I can kind of see where they're coming from. I actually really like this song. It's kind of 80s inspired, which, as you may know, will really get me. Interestingly, singer Austin Knight released a big statement saying that he'd kind of fallen out of love with the album, but now he was kind of coming around to it again. I kind of get that. When you create something, it's hard to be objective about it, and a lot of the times you do kind of hate it, but meh. Fall Out Boy released a new song, Church. Now, I don't know if it's just because the bar has been lowered significantly, but I actually quite like this song. Shock horror. It's from their 8th album, Mania, which came out last week. Ducking Punches released a new song called Distant Shadows. It's from their 4th album, Alamo, which is out the 16th of Feb on Extra Mile Records. I really like this track. It's quick, punchy, kind of reminds me a little bit of Alkaline Trio. And Hot Snakes return with a new song, 6-Wave Hold Down. It's from their upcoming 4th album, Jericho Sirens, which will be out on the 16th of March on Sub Pop Records. It'll be their first new album in 14 years and the first since their reunion in 2010. And that's all for this week. Next time, if you think about saying there aren't enough female artists to fill bills, then just check out this video and listen to some of the artists at the top of the video, because they're all incredible. I back them all 100%. And if you say there are no more female artists, I will wring your neck. I know as a man it's kind of a strange position for me to be in to talk about these things. All I can do is shine a light on these female, trans and non-binary artists and non-male artists and try and give them as much attention as possible. If there's anything more I can do, if there's any suggestions you would like to make, please get in the comments. I'm always open. But if all you're going to do is talk about how male artists are better, then you can go away. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you'll find a new artist that you love. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube, like the Facebook page. We'll see you next week. We're here every week, but for now, thank Punk, it's Friday.